And a very good morning to you and welcome to the news at 7. I'm Iberi Ugunline. The headlines this morning: state government targets to extend streetlight projects to all communities. Nigerians urged to accept outcome of presidential and National Assembly elections. Buhari returns to Abuja to await announcement of election results by INEC. And on the foreign scene this morning, U.S. President Trump to delay tariff increase on Chinese goods. And now details of the news. Governor Willie Obiano says the ongoing streetlights projects are upgrading quality of life across the state. Speaking in Awka South Council area, Governor Obiano noted that the initiative has further enhanced effective security infrastructure across the state and increased socio-economic activities while nightlife is booming in various parts of the state. The governor, who added that the state government is working to light up the 179 communities in the state, noted that a lot of interventions and infrastructure projects have been executed in Awka Capital Territory, including the award of the ongoing internal road projects in the area. He promised that he will use the remaining years of his administration to execute more innovative projects. Results of last Saturday's poll have started trickling into our news desk from the various federal constituency and senatorial districts. Chief Benjamin Chinedu Obidigwe of the All Progressive Grand Alliance ABGA emerged the winner for Anambra East and West Federal Constituency election. We have details.
They polled 28,657 votes to emerge winner, beating Mr. Ernest Moye of PDP to a second position with 9,574 votes. Chief Paul Chukuma of APC polled 4,926 votes. The outcome of the House of Representatives election was announced at INEC headquarters, Utuacha, by Professor Josephat Ubuago, who was the returning officer for the federal constituency polls. Chief Samuel Chinedu Onwaso of PDP has been declared winner of House of Representative election for Awka North and South Federal Constituency. Chief Onwaso garnered a total of 32,579 votes. His closest rival, Chief Anayon Nebe of ABGA, polled 16,317 votes. The returning officer for the federal constituency, Professor Virginia Ejiofo, who announced the result at Awka South Secretariat of INEC at Amobia, declared Chief Onwaso as duly elected.
Meanwhile, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has declared Mr. Valentine Ayika of the People's Democratic Party winner of last Saturday's election for Njikoka, Dunukofia, and Anocha Federal Constituency. ABS correspondent Ngozi Obileri reports that the collation center for the constituency was at Abagana, where the result was announced. According to her, the PDP candidate polled 16,033 votes to beat his closest rival, Mr. Doziwanko of Abga, who got 13,162 votes. Elijah Onyaba took the third position with 2,924 votes. In another development, the candidate of the Young Progressive Party, YPP, in the Saturday's National Assembly elections, Dr. Patrick Ifeanyi has been declared winner of Anambra South senatorial election with 87,081 votes. Dr. Uba defeated Chris Uba of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, who scored 52,462 votes, and Nicholas Ukechukwu of Abga, who won 51,262 votes. The sitting senator representing the zone, Andy Uba of the APC, came fourth with 13,245 votes. The result was announced at the Secretariat of Nnewi North Local Government by Professor M.N. Umenweke of the Faculty of Law, Nnamdi Azikiwe, University, Awka. In other results, Chief Chris Azubogu of the PDP was returned as member representing Nnewi North, Nnewi South, and Ekusigo Federal Constituency, having polled 54,533 votes out of the total 89,964 votes cast. In second phase was Ijum Wambunike of Abga with 18,811 votes, while the candidates of the APC came third with 4,979 votes. And away from that, the Anglican Bishop of Agwata Diocese, Right Reverend Samuel Ezeofor, has urged Nigerians to accept the outcome of presidential and National Assembly elections. Speaking at Ndikileon Orumba North Local Government area during his pastoral visit, Bishop Isofo maintained that whatever God does lasts forever and is not relenting in the act of restoration. The bishop, who said that God's healing power is always available for the believers, charged Christians to always serve God with large hearts in order to reap his abundant blessings. Bishop Isofo affirmed that no problem is beyond God's solution and cautioned the children of God against sin, which he described as a major barrier between them and their Creator. And coming up after the break, Buhari returns to Abuja to await the announcement of election results by INEC. On the foreign scene this morning, U.S. President Trump to delay tariff increase on Chinese goods. The news returns in a moment. Please stay with us.
Broadcasting Service Television, Channel 24, brings to you exciting programs. News as it is, fresh and on time. Entertainment, sports, and trending gists. Movies and music to keep you going all day long. Anambra Broadcasting Service Television, Channel 24, Heartbeat of the East.
This is ABS. Heartbeat of the East.
Ọnụrụ akwa nwa ọnụrụ akwa nwa ngwa ngwa ọ bụghị ofu onye nwe nwa.
Nwanne m, amụrụ m nwa n'udo mana egbugbere ọnụ ya na igburi eze ya gbawara agbawa.
Ewu nwanne m, cleft lip na cleft palate bọọlụ si eburu pụta ụwa, mgbawa ọnụ na mgbawa igburi eze na-eme ụmụntakịrị ụfọdụ amụrụ ọfụ. Oge ụfọdụ ori ndị nne na nna ha na-etufu ha etufu ma ọ bụrụ igbufuo ha egbufuo. Ị makwara na nne na nna ụmụaka ha kwesịrị ịhụta ha dịka onyinye Chineke na ahụtazi ha dịka ahụhụ si n'aka Chineke wee bịara ha ma ọ bụrụ onyinye ekwensu.
Nwanne m, ọ bụrụ mgbe ego a ga-eji wee dozie nwatakịrị ọnụ ya na igburi eze ya gbawara agbawa mere nne m jiri wee sị m hapụ ya ka o buru ya wee tobe.
Mba na Nkechi, ohere ọma dịrị gị ugbu a maka na nwunye aka na-achị steeti a bụ Chief Oriakụ Ebelechukwu Obianọ site n'otu o guzobere akpọrọ Caring Family Enhancement Initiative CAFE na njikọ aka otu Smile Train ga-edozi ọnụ nwa gị pịacha anya ọkwụrụkwa ka ịgba. Ya mere ọ bụrụ na ị mụrụ nwa ọhụrụ ọnụ ya maọbụ igburu eze ya gbawara agbara site n'afọ nne ya nke bụ olusi ndị oyibo na-akpọ cleft lip na cleft palate, were ọsọ were ije ugbu a gbaga na Nnamdi Azikiwe University Teaching Hospital dị na Nnewi ka ndị CAFE na Smile Train fichaa gị anya mmiri.
Chetakwa na ọpụreshọn a bụkwa n'efu.
Very good to have you back for the rest of the stories. Now moving on to our national stories. President Muhammadu Buhari and presidential candidate of the All Progressives Congress APC has returned to Abuja from his Daura country home 48 hours after the conduct of the presidential election. Buhari in Abuja told journalists that he would not be bothered by rumors on the results of last Saturday's presidential election, saying he would rather wait for the final announcement of results by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC. Asked what his message to Nigerians this season, Buhari said he expected citizens to appreciate that the federal government provided them with security and peaceful atmosphere to cast their votes. Finance Minister Olaf Scholz said he expected Germany to escape recession, pointing to a subdued but upward trend in its and Europe's economies. With the risk of trade conflicts and Britain's looming European Union exit as a backdrop, recent data has pointed to a marked slowdown in Europe's largest economy. Germany had only just skidded a recession defined as 2 successive quarters of contraction at the end of last year. Scholz said he was confident that modest growth lay ahead. Donald Trump, the President of the United States, has said he would delay a planned tariff increase on $200 billion worth of Chinese imported goods after substantial progress made in trade talks with Beijing over the weekend. Trump also said he planned to hold a summit with Chinese President Xi Jinping at his Florida-based Mar-a-Lago estate to sign a deal between the world's 2 largest economies. In a Twitter post, he said progress had been made on a series of divisive areas, including intellectual property protection, technology transfers, agriculture, services, and currency. The delay in increasing the tariffs to 25% from 10% was the clearest sign yet of a breakthrough the two sides have sought since calling a 90-day truce in a month-long trade war last year. And sports news, the nation's under-20 team, the Flying Eagles, just back from Niger after participating in this year's AFCON Under-20 Nations Cup, have received qualification bonus of $3,000 each for picking up one of the tickets to the World Cup in Poland. The Pole Aigbogun side made it to the semi-finals of the championship alongside Mali, South Africa and Senegal, but failed to make it to the final after losing 2-1 to Mali. Reactions have continued to trail the performance of the team at the just ended Under-20 AFCON in Niger, with many submitting that the team will need a lot of tinkering if it is to make any impact in Poland. Nigeria has won the championship a record 7 times, and some tipped Aigbogun as his technical crew to increase the tally, a dream which crumbled like a pack of cards. Nigeria has been drawn against USA, Qatar, Ukraine, while African champions Mali will test strength against Panama, France, and Saudi Arabia. The 22 edition of the FIFA Under-20 World Cup will kick off on 23rd May 2019. And now to end this news broadcast, remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by logging onto our website, www.absradiotv.com. Like us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/ABS Radio Television. You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram at ABS Radio TV. Just before we go this morning, the main points again: state government targets to extend streetlight projects to all communities. Nigerians urged to accept outcome of presidential and National Assembly elections. Buhari had returned to Abuja to await announcement of election results by INEC. And on the foreign scene, U.S. President Trump to delay tariff increase on Chinese goods. And that's the size of our package this morning. Many thanks for joining the bulletin. I'm Ebere Ugunna. Good morning, Anambra. Continue shortly. Please stay with us.